get on with the show. Yes, sir. Hope y'all having a good weekend. Because it's Saturday. We're doing it again.
Yes, yes, y'all. Yes, yes, y'all. I'm old school, but I keep it funky fresh, y'all. And this is me, y'all. I'm from the D, y'all. And what you get is what you motherfucking see, y'all. Yes, yes, y'all. Yes, yes, y'all. I'm old school, but I keep it funky fresh, y'all. And this is me, y'all. I'm from the D, y'all. And what you get is what you motherfucking see.
Welcome back to another episode of Meant to Vent. My name is Jaime, and once again, it's Saturday, and we're back with another one. And there's a lot of crazy shit going on in this crazy-ass news world and the world in general. And I don't even know where to start. I'm just going to be going all over the place because there's just so much stuff happening, and it's kind of like what's happening in real life. Everything's just happening one after another. You can't even react to one and get over one situation because there's so many situations just popping up all over the place. And you know what I'm saying? It's just like you can't even get mad about one. You got to be mad about 20 because every other day something's popping out and another story's coming, and you know it's all crazy. It's all getting crazy. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know, man. I've been, I don't even know what to start. Like I said, there's so many things going on. I guess I could start with I don't know if you guys heard about sliding. He did it again. I guess he was talking to soldiers, man, and I don't know if this was a fake video. It looks real. I don't know if it was edited. Y'all can check it if you want. Fact check me, but I seen what I seen, and it looks like the real video. He's at a podium, and there's a bunch of soldiers around, and he's doing a speech, and he literally looks like, coming out his mouth, he tells the soldiers to clap at that, you stupid bastards, and he calls them stupid bastards. I was like, wow. So I don't know what the whole speech was, how bad it must not have been going very well, because he must have been getting stressed out or something and probably lost his cool at that moment. And he says, people say I make bad choices. And he goes, well, I got some good choices. He's like, first of all, I married my wife. I picked her, and nobody made a noise at all. They were like, it was all crickets. It was just like, okay, and everybody's just waiting for more. And then he says he appointed a certain person in office or something like that. And he goes, now clap at that, you stupid bastards. I was like, was I watching Home Alone? Keep the change, you filthy animal. Like, his voice even changed and everything. That's what it seemed like. I didn't know what was going on. I'm like, he is tripping. But like, this whole thing has been a crazy circus, all in general. Because the other guy's crazy. This dude's like might be like the literally crazy. The other guy just may be doing it for the show, like that McGregor stuff, trying to puff his chest up or something. And so that's probably where he's coming from on that. And so you just wonder, like, who's the craziest? Because one looks like a calm crazy, like controlled crazy, and those are the scariest ones. And the other one's just straight up unhinged. You know what I'm saying? He's just unhinged with all kinds of screws loose. I don't even understand. It's bananas. And they're all like, he's all using like old terms, talking about lids and shit. And, or libs. I don't know what the hell it is. It's like when they don't campaign or something like that. And like now our president's making jokes about him not campaigning and saying all these things, man. And it's like, it's the craziest like entertainment right now. First there was Tiger Belly. Tiger Belly took everybody by storm. And then it was like fucking, what was the other one everybody's watching? The Bachelor or some shit. You know what I'm saying? And now it's the election. Like the whole campaign's towards the election. Then there's going to be the debate coming next week. And oh my goodness, I can't wait to see what's going to happen. I hope Biden's got like a body double. Or I hope he's probably at home right now not campaigning so he can rest for this shit. Because he always seems to like he seems like he has a lot of energy like 1 minute. And then like the next time you see him at his next stop, he just got out of gas. You know what I'm saying? Like he just don't give a shit. And, maybe he's just listening to his body right now and taking some rest, getting ready, because I think it's like Tuesday. I think the debate is on Tuesday. And I bet you it's going to have some crazy high ratings just because of what we've been seeing every day. Every day it's something new. I seen him forget the national or not the national. I seen him. I just fucked up. I seen him. I seen him forget the Pledge of Allegiance, and so he was doing the Pledge of Allegiance, and he messed all it up, and it was crazy. You know, where you're supposed to say indivisible and under God. He was all like, he said some other shit, and then he was like, I mean, under God, and he was like, no, for real. That was like some shit my brother would say. You know what I'm saying? For real though. No, it's kidding. That's what I really meant. No. Yeah, that's what it was. That's what it was. You know, when you see something and then everybody corrects you and you're like, yeah, that's what I said, even though they blatantly heard you say the wrong shit out loud. But it's going crazy, and it's going to be next week. I don't even know who the moderator is. They were all, you know, everybody was hyping up Joe Rogan and all that. But I think he's like remodeling the studio because everybody's ripping on it. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just playing. But I don't know who it's going to be. I think they already announced it too, but it's going to be interesting. And there was the crazy Pelosi Shamoshi, Nancy Pelosi. No, I'm just kidding. Pelosi, she was still saying that she don't think he should debate, you know, with Donald Trump. And I mean, it's going to be great. I kind of want him to. I want him to. I want them both to, because this dude, last time he was debating with everybody, he was talking all trash, talking about my hands, like talking about his hand, the other guy having small hands and other small things and shit, telling me he got a little dick and shit. It was crazy. So this one's going to be bananas because he's going to make a play on Biden being a little sliding. So it's going to be crazy. It's going to be fun. It's going to be a fun, exciting time and some great TV. And, but you know, what the crazy part about it is this shit ain't like TV shows. This isn't like a scripted TV show where they hired actors to play these characters. These people are fighting to run our country. And I mean, it's comical. It's frightening. It's confusing. It's revealing, and it's definitely entertaining. At all at the same time. And that's just a big ball of anxiety attacks just waiting to happen because nobody know how to act. You got like the real, you know, true like patriotic people who are Republicans and Democrats who, you know, are loyal to their sides and, you know, loyal to their sides and colors or whatever. And they don't know what to do because they see what everybody is seeing. I mean, it's not like you can, man, it's on video. It's everywhere. Some of it's live. And it's just, you know, put on your seatbelts, everybody, because this shit's going to be a crazy ride. Next week, it's going to get even crazier. Next week is going to be the level up. The level up game is coming next week for sure. Once that debate starts, oh my goodness, I don't even know, man. I don't even know what's going to come out of their mouths. I'm definitely going to be recording this. This is going to be like I said, it's going to be like crazy watch. It's going to have like a lot of high ratings for sure. We're talking like more than like big mega fights and big like sporting events. It's going to be crazy because everybody's going to see this dude. And, you know, Trump was saying my man's on drugs. He wants him drug tested and all that stuff because he seems like he gets a shot in the ass. He says, he goes, I don't know. This is just what I'm told, you know, that he gets a shot in the ass and then he runs around and knows what's going on, you know, and then when it wears off, that's what you're left with. I don't know, but it's going to be entertaining chit. It's going to be some entertaining chit, that's for sure. Chit's going to get crazy. Holy chit. Recently, I watched a really good film, and I recommend you guys give it a shot. It's a new Netflix film. It's got Tom Holland, the kid who plays the new Spider-Man, Robert Pattinson, the sparkly vampire Twilight guy, / new Batman. And it's even got that Skarsgård guy, the younger one, the one who played Pennywise in the new It films. And man, this was a really good film. I want to give my little like mini review on this. This was a really good film. I recommend it, and it was awesome. And there are probably going to be some spoilers, so you know, here's a little warning right now. I'll put the little warning up, you know, there. And so here we go. So the movie takes place in the 50s, and it was great, man. The way the cinematography first, you know, I'm new to like video and stuff like that, but I you know, when I watch films, I mean, you know, the ones that aren't all CGI, you know, those big shots and the scenery they do in some of these films is just amazing to me. Like it's really awesome to see that kind of stuff. So first of all, I thought they did a great job making it look, you know, of the time of the 50s. I mean, everything, man. and the people, the characters, the clothing, everything looks so awesome. It kind of, it was they did a good job on that first of all. And then they got this crazy, awesome, amazing story in this film. And I don't know whether to call it this like a drama, a horror, or suspense. It's got like it was a wild movie. So, like I said, it takes place in the 50s, and there's a bunch of different characters. One's about a young child, and the father, and they're super religious, and it takes place in this one southern town, and I forget the name of the town. So, it's in this southern area. It was like regular to have these weird, like super religious people there, like those televangelical like people, like the guys who would like practice like old religions from the South, where they would like drink poisons or like snake venoms, and carry rattlesnakes and do all these crazy, things at churches. And they have they still go on today, and they have a large following. So there's some of that element in this film. And so some of the people are just getting back from, I think, Vietnam or something like that. And so they all, everybody's, super, like when they pray, they all make sure to like pray hard. They keep it real strong. And some of them religions, like I said, are these weird, I mean, it's their religions, like I said, their opinions. But to me, it's, a little strange. I think it's a little strange, even though it's, not my thing or whatever. But like I said, they do them crazy things, and they pray, and then, God keeps them safe from the poisons and all these things. So the movie gets real intense. And what was crazy about the movie and what I enjoyed, every time they brought in like a crazy psycho weirdo character, it got overlapped with another one. And this movie was just like overlapping, like mental breakdowns. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh my gosh. And I like I said, it was just wild, and it was just one after another, all the way till the end. And I recommend you see it. Like I said, I just tried to give a minimal spoiler. I try not to, but if I did give you a scene of the film, I would kind of, I wouldn't feel that bad. But I'm not going to do it. But anyways, it's a great film. I recommend it. It's on Netflix. It's called The Devil All the Time. Check it out, because I really liked it. I'm also excited to see the new Adam Sandler film coming in October. It looks kind of funny. It looks like one of them Waterboy type characters. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like when he brings out an original character like that. Like when he brought out the Zohan. The Zohan was funny, man. The Zohan cracked me up. That's a classic. You know what I'm saying? And the Ridiculous Six, like the Cowboys, all them guys were like, those are, all them individual weirdo cowboys they made, trying to copy off the originals, but do it comedically. I just thought it was really funny. It looks like a good one, and and I don't know what to think about it, because if it's like super little kiddish or not, but the character looks really funny, or like a little Nicky / Waterboy type of character. So I'm excited to see it, and it's Halloween, so it looks like a fun one. And like I said, Adam Sandler does some wild things, so I'm sure his stuff's still going to be hilarious, and I'm excited to see that one. Well, before I get started with my next segment, I'd like to send a shout out to the barbers out there, Lupe's barbershop over there in Lincoln Park. Y'all cut some good hair, man. I appreciate that. Like going over there and getting all tightened up. Y'all some good one of the best barbershops downriver, y'all. You need to go check them out. Lupe's barbershop down in Lincoln Park. Shout out to y'all out there, holding it down. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, speaking of some local talent, I would like to share with you one of the artists that I happen to personally know. He happened to he was actually on one of our episodes, The New America, and he came. His name goes by the name of QG, and you guys should check him out on Spotify. And right now, he actually has a new single coming out, and it actually comes out, I think, October 2nd or something like that. It's going to be on all platforms, but I think he's on Spotify also. And he's got a lot of new singles out there. And he's a real hot artist. I need to check him out right now, man. This guy's fire. This guy's coming out making some noise. I also did an interview with him when his first Num Num Juice came out, that one single, which I hope y'all check that one. You can check that one out also. And I got a little snippet for y'all, just a little feature. He gave me a little exclusive for y'all to check it out, and I'm going to share that with you guys. So here you go with this new little snippet from QG's new single coming up. Got you guys a little exclusive feature.
For love in a bottle, yeah, or maybe a model or two. I make them wobble, they hobbling too. That's how I do. I dig in they stomach like I'm Dr. Q. I slay them on summer cause they like the hue. They like to do when I enter the room. Well, some of them hate it, but I never knew. Cause they wouldn't say it cause niggas ain't cute. Flow cold like King Cole. Been dragging balls on these hoes. Gotta let them hang like clean clothes. Get the iron out for these heroes. Not Z fighters, we light them up like pre-rolls. And we keep those big trunks with the buster cannons. Ain't no telling where that buster landing. Freezing force out in planet Namek. That's a death beam in an abandoned planet, huh?
So there goes that little snippet from QG. Y'all check him out. Man, I'm telling you, he's fucking fire, dude. And he's upcoming. And he's from right here in the D, baby. So go out there and show him some love, man. That's one of my homies. And like I said, you can check out our interview when he did his first single that I got to feature on my channel. And then he also was a guest on our podcast. And, and he spoke his mind, used the platform to, speak his mind, come and, get some things out. And he had a blast with us venting, And hopefully he comes back. We can do it again. You know what I'm saying? He's always welcome. And if anybody else out there has some music out there you'd like to share and you want to do a little feature, you go ahead and... you guys can welcome to send me some snippets or little samples of your music at the Real Heim 1 on Instagram. Or you can send it to the Meant to Vent page on Facebook through Messenger. And so, yeah, go ahead and I'll do that. And I'll take out a few people out here and I'll feature you guys one time on the episode. And like I said, I also do interviews with musicians and stuff like that on my channel because that's what Heim Time Vision does. It's just multi-platform. We got the Meant to Vent podcast. I do a little music interviews because I used to do music myself, so I like to stay connected with the art. And so there it goes. Anybody out there want little features or anything like that, promotions, like I said, send them at the Real Heim 1 on IG, and we can do that for you, man. And so speaking on some hip-hop, a lot of hip-hop's changed, and, I might be the old head, I like the lyrical, that kind of stuff, and the new stuff with the weird fancy hooks and the repetitive lines, and it's some of it's okay. I'm not, like I said, it might not be all my whole flavor or whatever, but some new shit's pretty hot. Anyways, I was thinking, like back in the day when I used to listen to the hip hop of the 90s to the hip hop today, some of the hip hop back then used to like educate people, like in a way. And the reason I got my glasses on is because I got to see things in a whole nother dimension right now. I got 3D and then I got the 3D glasses. So I'm hoping it's adding some more clear vision on what I'm saying right now. Because I got to have some clarity. No, I'm just kidding. But, so back in the day from the 90s, some of these guys would educate. They would talk about what was wrong with the government, what was going on in the streets. They was protesting with their music. You had the Public Enemies. And even after that, you had KRS-One, with the Boogie Down Productions. You had, Tupac. Tupac, was a real good political. You had Dead Presidents, Dead Prez. Them guys was hot. That's one people I don't hear a lot of people talk about. You know what I'm saying? Dead Prez was cool. The Lost Boys. Some people would talk about some things that was messed up in the neighborhood. Even Biggie. They would, they weren't trying to glorify it. They would glorify, the money they had and their clothes and shit like that and the women part, right? But they would talk about what was going on in the bad parts. Like when Tupac would talk about it, there was consequence. Like everything was like death around the corner. It's something. There's an ending that's not going to be a good ending towards things. You know what I'm saying? So if this what happens, or live by the sword, die by the sword. And kind of things like that. And then you had like the Wu-Tang Clan, and those guys, brought you a whole nother level from the East Coast, from Staten Island. These guys put this real nice group together, and every one of these guys and the members was like had their own different style, and they had this album called the 36 Chambers, and that's what it was. Those guys had multiple levels. You know what I'm saying? They, and people was like real original and unique, and that's what was cool about it. Now a lot of people just are still talented musicians and whatnot. They perform well. They do their music well. The production's good, but they all kind of sound the same. They're almost like meshed in a little big group. But these guys was like 9 guys in a group, man, and they all had their own flavor. From Old Dirty Bastard to RZA to Golden Arms to Jizza, you know what I'm saying? Inspector Dex, Jizza. They all had like multiple names and personalities based off of kung fu characters or comic characters. Like Ghostface Killer was Iron Man and Tony Stark, and they had these cool like concepts behind their whole name, behind this whole thing. And it was like a lot of people had that. They had this meaning behind everything. It all went like to a depth, like a deeper, it had like deeper substance, you know what I mean? So And they would talk about real things. Like I said, some of the guys from like certain groups would like talk about history. You had like he called himself Killer Priest. He was like affiliated with the Wu-Tang members, and this guy would talk like and teach real knowledge. Like he would give you like history and talk about like the real caption, like where the real picture of Jesus came from, and like all these things was like in his raps. You know what I'm saying? Like he would actually teach you some shit, and you'd want to go look it up. You know what I'm saying? And it was wild, you know. And he would talk about all kinds of crazy things, and so would the Wu-Tang. They would bring you like the Guns of Navarone, you know, and crazy things like that. I bring that up a lot. But, you know, nowadays they teach you like the Tootsie Slide. Yeah. Or they, and I don't know what else, you know, like I said, I'm just trying to mess around with that. And, but I just, like I said, I thought the 90s was more like they gave you more of like a real, concept and to look into what was really going on. As to the new people kind of give you like more of like fashion trends and like a lifestyle they want you to try to copy more than like, you know, like giving you tools. Like there was albums from Jay-Z, The Blueprint, you know, like things to get you where you need to be. They was telling you how to do it, how to this, how to that. You know what I mean? He started his own record label. You know what I'm saying? When he was under a record label, started a record label. You know, like that man hustled up, got his thing, paid his dues, and they started Rockefeller and all that stuff he's one of the biggest like empires in music with his wife. His wife did the same thing. They had Destiny's Child. She went solo, got huge. And these guys together, you know, these guys are like a big old like powerhouse in music. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Like I said, man, I just feel like it's just different, you know, and I'm not saying like it's bad or whatever. It is entertaining. It's fun to dance to or whatever. But I just feel like it's more like, you know, try to live like this instead of this is what we did to get here type of thing. You know what I'm saying? From selling out crowds to having everybody, you know, doing the thing. But it's more like you guys are just talking about all the stuff you have, like all these name brands, you know, like you're just naming brands in your songs like the whole time. And I know people have done it, you know, in the past, name brands and all that shit. But you got to hear the whole concept of the album. And that's another thing. A lot of albums have like a whole concept altogether, you know, like Redman too. You know what I'm saying? Redman's still killing it right now. And he's still, you know, staying original, staying unique, still the same dude. And he just had that, you know, everybody does them cool concepts. And I see a lot of Redman and Eminem, like when Eminem started. They have these like conceptual attacks when it came to music. Even like when Eminem did that battle rap against MGK, that Kill Shot. There was so many levels to just that song, more than just what you guys heard in the lyrics. Because if you look at what Kill Shot was, it was an older film, and the guy, like the main character, was the same name as like MGK's real name. And so it's like, and then he kills the guy the guy gets killed in the movie, and it's an old story, blah, blah, blah. But that's how Eminem designed just that song. And I don't know if a lot of people know that. There was like a lot of layers to the concept of that song. I think his name was Colton, and I think that's his name or some shit, you know what I'm saying? And it was just some, you know, and the song was based off that whole concept. And that's just like, that's genius, man. That's just cool when people do that. And like I see like Redman, like I see other artists back in the day, they would do this whole concept. Now their concepts, like I said, they're all like more like lifestyle type of things. Like try to, like I said, dress like me, and you didn't make it if you're not wearing Gucci and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I'm saying about that. I don't like I said, I don't mean no disrespect, because I appreciate the, you know, the hustle and all that shit. Y'all get, you know, do your thing. And that's why I like QG, because he's a youngster and he's got it, man. He's got some fire, man. He brings that lyrics. He's got them fire beats, got the fire tracks behind him. And not only that, he's got that conceptual, in my opinion, he's got that concept, you know, the conceptual attack on it. So everything is all connected. And I think that's what's cool when I hear his music right now. And there's a lot of people out there doing the same thing. But like I said, he's catching my ears right now. So like I said, y'all better recognize and go check him out and go show him some love. In some other news, I've been hearing some crazy news that just happened recently. I think there was a raid in Vietnam like 2 days ago, and police raided some building off a tip they got and stuff like that. I don't know if it was like the local Korean police or if it was like a government police of some sort. But these guys confiscated over like 320,000 used condoms that they were going to repackage and sell. So I guess they did this undercover sting. Yeah, disgusting as hell. Let me say that again. 320,000 used condoms they was going to wash, reuse, and sell. And I guess they, did one of them buys, did one of them dirty buys. They went and fucking, disguise themselves as one of them black market buyers and shit and bought the bags off the guys. I guess they buy the condoms off the dude. It was like bags and bags of condoms. They would take them and wash them. I don't know how they would do, what they would wash them with. If it was just like soap and water, or I don't know. I don't want to know. But I guess they would wash them, and then they were putting them in other bags, and they were taking them to another place where they were going to repackage and sell them to people for reuse. Oh my goodness. Man. That's just disgusting. Oh man. Oh my God. But anyways, they busted this. It's gross. I had to share it. I don't even know how to react because it's just disgusting. I mean, it broke me to silence just now, and that's really rare. That is very rare. And that was just really gross. And I guess in some crazy-ass Florida news, I always hear some crazy stuff on one of my radio stations over here, and they always get their crazy news. They always say, like, crazy stuff happens in Florida. And I don't mean no disrespect, but you should check these guys out because they be blaming y'all for a lot of shit. I'm just going to repeat that, you know what I'm saying? Because they be blaming y'all. They're always like, crazy Florida news. And I'm like, that's crazy. There's a lot of crazy stuff happens in Florida. Or do they just look for the crazy news only in Florida? So I don't really know if that happens out there, Florida. Y'all need to let me know if there's really crazy Floridians out there. Or if these guys are just picking on Florida. Are they just picking on Florida? And I don't know why. So if there's anybody from Florida out there, just let me know in the comments if there's really a lot of crazy people in Florida, or are these guys just picking on y'all. But I found some crazy Florida news. And it happened just a couple days ago, I guess. In an attempt to disrupt like the stock market, some like 50-year-old man went and tried to plot bombs in some like Target stores. Like the store is Target. Target. They fucking went, and he went to go like down the Eastern Seaboard or some shit. Like he went to go blow up. His plan, anyways, was to blow up a whole bunch of Target stores in order to profit on the stock market dropping or some shit. He was going to like buy the stocks, and then like, when the shit got rebuilt, he was going to sell them and try to make like try to do some kind of scheme by blowing shit up. I'm like, damn. And I was pretty crazy that he would even plan. Like, what made him think that would even work? Like, that's just crazy. I mean, who gave him that idea? He must know real criminals. That's all I'm saying. Like, he must know some organized criminals to have that kind of idea, because they would know how to work that. You know what I'm saying? So you got to check all his friends, because I'm telling you right now, that wasn't an alone idea. So I guess they gave him like mad prison time because of this, with his craziness. And so like I said, I don't know if it's always crazy news just happened in Florida. You know what I'm saying? I would like to know the truth. I'm pretty sure there's crazy news in every state. And these guys are just picking on y'all. But that was happened to be, it's almost crazy, because then you think about these crazy wildfires that are always burning. Man, what are they doing? Is that the stock market game going on over there on the West Coast? On the West Side? Makes you question that one. Jump on the conspiracies. No, I'm just kidding. But it could be. You never know. You never know. In some local news here in Michigan, I think it was up in Macomb County. I think it was, what's the name of that place? It was like in Harrison Township. It was one of the rivers out there. I forget the name of it. And anyways, some people were reporting seeing a fucking alligator out there. Now Michigan's got fucking alligators. We get fucking everything over here. We get every crazy weather you can fucking think of, and now we get alligators. Now we're getting big-ass reptiles. We got these weird mud puffy fish. I don't know if y'all seen those. Look it up. Some weird-ass fucking fish you find on the bottom. You'll be fishing sometimes and pull one up. Now, alligators. That's just crazy. It's fucking crazy. I don't know what to think about it. But I guess maybe somebody had one and let it go, and this thing just starting to thrive. He's living. And maybe they did it early summer, so he lived like the whole summer, and like he's just chilling. Maybe he won't make it to the winter. Hopefully somebody like animal control goes and catches him. But like our local news, Channel 4 was out there, and they went out there on the guy's pontoon, and they were like people reporting seeing it, and some people were like, I never seen no fucking alligator. And then they were like, they didn't want him on camera, but they got on camera somehow. There's a couple people on there like, I never saw no damn alligator. Y'all are liars. No, I'm just kidding. But so they had some people out there. They talked about reporting seeing it. And so this one guy took them on their pontoon, took the news crew, and they went out just looking. They actually gator hunted in Michigan. Gator hunting in Michigan. It happened. Just yesterday, it happened. So they're looking out there in the pontoon. Didn't really find nothing. Had an underwater camera. And then they get to this one little area, and they caught something on film, and they paused it. And you can, if you guys look at it, I recommend look it up. I mean, it looks like an alligator. It looks like an alligator's head. And some people say it's about 3 or 4 feet long, but they got a good shot of its head, and it does look like a big, like little alligator head. So that's pretty cool. Like I said, hopefully they get him before winter, because I don't think he'll survive here in the winter. I don't know how cold the temperature they can handle in the water. Because I mostly hear about them in Florida and all that. Sorry again, Florida. No, I'm just kidding. But I'm just saying, like, now Michigan's got fucking gators. But unless he makes it. If he makes it, that's crazy, because we'll have some Michigan Gators. We'll have to change some football teams out here. Have some Michigan Gators. Or maybe the Lions can change their name to the Michigan or the Detroit Gators if we got Gators that thrive here in Michigan like all year round. And then we'll have like a whole new team to cheer for, and we can just forget about the other team. You knew I was going to go there. I wasn't going to leave them out to pick. I got some picks coming up, but I'm not going there right now. Well, people, it's time for my NFL game picks of the week. Let's see what we got going on here. I'm going to go with Chicago coming in at a surprisingly 2-0. I thought they were going to be worse than my loins, but apparently not. Right now they're starting off pretty good, and they're going to be facing Atlanta, who's an 0-2 right now. I'm going to take Atlanta that game. I'll keep this one short and sweet. I think Atlanta's just a better team. They've been struggling, but I think they're good enough to beat the Bears. So I'm going to take Atlanta over the Bears. The Washington football team is going against the Cleveland Browns. That is so weird saying that now. I wish we could just say the Redskins, man. Come on. It's been there for so long, but I guess now people are all offended about everything these days. But okay, the Washington football team versus the Cleveland Browns. They're both coming in at 1-1. If I had to pick a team off this one, let's see. I think I'm going to go with, let's see here. Cleveland coming in at a -7, looking as the favorite. I think I'm going to go with the Washington football team with this ugly game. It's going to be ugly, and they might pull off the win. Then we got the Las Vegas Raiders, not the LA Raiders anymore, or the Oakland Raiders anymore. They're the Las Vegas Raiders versus the New England Patriots, the new look New England Patriots, but they're still doing the same thing, and they're looking good with Cam Newton. Cam Newton's looking really good. I don't know about you guys, but he's looking pretty good with Bill Belichick. And they're playing the Raiders, and I think I'm going to pick the Patriots on this one. And just because I like Cam Newton. I don't got any reason otherwise, because I think it's a better team also. But I like Cam Newton. I'm a fan, and I'm picking the Patriots on that one. Then we got Cincinnati Bengals versus the Philadelphia Eagles. They're both coming in at 0-2. They don't both got to win, but if I got to pick one, I'm going to go with the Eagles. I think they're kind of scratching the surface. They got a couple injuries, but we'll see what happens. I think they can pull this one off, and I'm going to go with the Eagles. You got New York Jets playing the Indianapolis Colts. New York's still 0-2, and they look pretty nasty. And I'm just going to take the Colts on that one just because they don't look that good, you know. Tampa Bay coming in at a 1-1 record against the Denver Broncos at 0-2. If their defense was more healthier, I would have probably picked Denver just to pull it off with an ugly low-score game. But I'm gonna have to go with Brady on this one in the Buccaneers, because they're kind of looks like they're kind of catching a little rhythm right now with some of the offense. Looks like it's kind of clicking pretty good. So I'm gonna have to. They're looking pretty good right now. So it's still early, and we'll see if he gets older and slower towards the end of the year. But that first game he looked slow and shit like that, but then he kind of stepped it up, you know. So like I said, I got Tampa in that game. Then we got the Dallas Cowboys versus Seattle Seahawks. Flat out, I think Seattle's just a better football team, so I'm going to take Seattle in that game, hands down. And that's what I'm going to do on that one. Kansas City's going against the Baltimore Ravens. Both of them guys are undefeated right now, and they're looking pretty damn good. It's going to be a fun game, but I think I'm going to take Kansas City. Just the Super Bowl champ's going to defend that one. I think it's going to be a little edge it out. I think they're going to pull it off right at the end there. So I'm going to pick Kansas City. And then we got, let's see what else we got here. Los Angeles Chargers, or Los Angeles Rams. All these damn teams switching. No, I'm just kidding. Los Angeles Rams versus the Buffalo Bills. They're both at a 2-0 also. The Buffalo Bills defense looks really good, man. I haven't really watched the Rams too much, but I know the Bills defense looks pretty legit. So I'm going to take the Bills on this one. Then we got Tennessee and Minnesota. Minnesota is an 0-2, and Tennessee going in at 2-0. Minnesota's looking pretty rough right now. I don't know why. I thought they were going to be the strong guys of our division, but looks like Aaron Rodgers had something else to say about that one. And so I don't know. I think I'm going to take Tennessee with this one. Just see how it goes. I think I'm going to take Tennessee. I'll maybe by a field goal or something. Who knows? It's going to be a low-scoring game. San Francisco is going against the New York Giants. I'm taking the San Francisco 49ers. The Giants are looking bad this year. They're looking really bad. That quarterback has these good spurts and drives, but then he doesn't finish it. And I don't know if it's just him or if it's the players. Like, can't be Stafford protecting him or anything like that. But I'm going to take, just right off, I'm going 49ers on that one. Just because they're playing the Giants. Hopefully, if we play the Giants, we win, or they'll probably look like a Super Bowl team. It's depressing. The Los Angeles Chargers are going against the Carolina Panthers. Panthers are 0-2 right now, and the Chargers are like a 1-1. I don't really know too much about these guys, so I'm just going to pick off the blue. I'm just going to pick the Chargers on it, just on a guess. I'm just going to pick them. And then we got, let's see here, Green Bay's going against New Orleans Saints. That's probably going to be a really good game. Aaron Rodgers coming in undefeated. The Saints are 1-1. I think it's going to be a good game, but, man, the way Aaron Rodgers looked, I'm going to pick the Packers on that game. Hands down, I'm taking Green Bay. And finally, I saved my Lions. I saved the loins. No, I saved these guys for last. They're going against the Cardinals, who are 2-0. We are 0-2. The Cardinals blazed us last year. I thought we were going to start a little better this year. I thought we were going to beat the Bears, honestly, but we didn't. And now we're going to play these guys. They beat us last time. They beat us last year, and it was kind of bad. Like our looked like we had a good chance to take that game, and they said nope. Little rookie quarterback lit us up, and he's looking good. He's a little short guy, but he's got a good arm. So I am picking the Cardinals in this game to win the game, and hopefully we can get our coach fired after this game. Hopefully he don't come home from Arizona. Hopefully he just goes home from Arizona is. They say, hey man, just go home. Don't come back to the locker room. We're just, you tried. Good shot. Yeah, at least you tried. Good shot, man. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, those are my game picks for the week. And if you guys enjoyed this episode, I would appreciate a like and subscription. And this has been another episode of Meant to Vent. Till next time, humans.